What's going on, Superfans? This is Mike27356894, here to protect you from misinformation on the internet. With this year coming to a close, I thought we'd take this time to reflect on some of the greatest moments of all time. Too many people out there right now are making their lists limited to events that happened this year and this year only, so I thought I'd break the norm and include any year. If you agree with any of the events included on this list, be sure to beat that like button like my father used to beat me, and let's get into the top 10 moments of all time. Number 10 is, to no surprise, gonna have to go to the Clash of Clans update 2.73, which was released on the 15th of October of 2012. Now, if your history teacher hasn't been doing his job, then you might not be caught up on the history of Clash of Clans, so allow me to fill you in. This was the release of Town Hall 9, which added the legendary X-Bow, the Jump Spell, which, I mean, come on, what would Clash of Clans be without the Jump Spell? P.E.K.K.A.'s got an upgraded look and turned into Dark P.E.K.K.A. And arguably the biggest change, your troops would no longer be erased if you got 3-starred. That's right, before this update, you would have to retrain your troops if your town got eviscerated. That's why this update takes our number 10 spot, because let's be honest, without this inclusion, I don't think we as a society would be where it is today. Update 2.73 cured my chronic brain injury. Okay, it was that big. Number 9 is gonna have to go to the McDonald's all-day breakfast announcement on September 1st, 2015. Eventually, this rolled out on October 6th of 2015, and I mean, come on guys, let's be honest here, life was simpler during that time, right? No fighting, no politics, the homicide rate was at like -2% or something, okay? The all-day breakfast menu at McDonald's announcement was when the world was truly able to come together and appreciate the idea of having a McMuffin at 4 p.m. with fries, no less. Suddenly, all-day breakfast gets discontinued in 2020, and oh, would you look at that, COVID happens. Politics get worse than ever. People are brawling in the streets. Is there a correlation? Absolutely. All-day breakfast was protecting us from what would be the biggest upset in world history, so we have to give credit to where credit is due, and the all-day breakfast at McDonald's truly kept the world safe for its 5-year run, making it worthy for the number 9 spot. Number 8, you've probably guessed by now, that's right, it's gonna have to go to when Goku II discovered the word hello. That's right, we're taking this way back to an estimated 2 billion BC. Back then, cavemen had no efficient way to communicate with each other. The best thing they could do was scream, or not scream, depending on the situation. So imagine the look on everyone's faces when Goku II approached a group of fellow cavemen on a Thursday afternoon. They said to him, "Ooh, ooh, ha, ha." And he said what is now known as the first ever recorded saying. He said, "Hello." That honestly forever changed the cave game. Suddenly, they started having coherent conversations, right? Instead of the typical ooga booga, it was now, "Hello, George. Shall we go to that tree over there and beat it until a coconut falls down?" You know what I mean? Taking the number 7 spot on our list is obviously when Fortnite removed building. I mean, come on guys, do I even need to explain myself here? They removed building. Fortnite could be fun for once. I don't think this needs any further clarification, and the only reason it's not taking our number 1 spot is because everything else on this list is just that much better. But come on guys, this addition to Fortnite almost solved world peace. Almost. Speaking of solving world peace, number 6 on our list is when I won the court case for child custody against my bitch wife. I was representing the boys to win my 4-year-old daughter Michelle, and safe to say, I didn't even need to convince the judge all that much. He saw the look in my ex-wife's eyes, and all he saw was pure terror and agony. Since then, Michelle and I have been living our best lives. In fact, after this video, we're gonna go make some nice steamy hot cocoa. I love you, Michelle. You're the reason I keep waking up every day with a smile on my face. Number 5 on our list is gonna go to none other than, hang on a second. When the only 2 cars in Ohio in 1895 ended up crashing into each other. Now that was a funny moment. And is worth taking the number 5 spot on our list, of course. I remember seeing this moment with my own eyes, and I mean, man, how silly can people be, honestly? They even got out of their cars with hematoma even, otherwise known as the big little bumps on someone's head when they're struck for comedic effect. I forgot what number 4 was, so moving on to number 3. It can't be a top 10's moments list without mentioning the legendary battle between Goku and Frieza. Arguably the greatest battle in world history, the fight was so intense that it resulted in an entire planet being destroyed. Which is why in August of 2006, the number of planets dropped from 9 to 8, as we all know. Originally, the moment was not going to make it on the list, but the ultimate deciding factor was when Goku said, "Hee-ha! Grr," and then proceeded to 3-star Frieza by smacking the goofy out of him. Truly a moment you had to be there to experience. Number 2 on our list is going to be when Joseph Gayetti invented the toilet paper in 1857. Before that, I guess people were just stupid and wiped using their hands like idiots. But then Mr. Gayetti came in and said, "Guys, what if we put something between our hand and our butthole?" That sole purpose was to be disposed of. At first, people were hesitant because nothing beats getting a little poo-poo on your finger for an afternoon snack. But eventually people came to. If it wasn't for Gayetti, we might still be taking matters into our own hands, if you know what I mean, of course. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 greatest moment of all time. Can you guess what it is? Of course you can. It's none other than the creation of Mike27356894 on Twitter.com. Before Mike, there was only darkness, and the light emanating from my bulging pecs has not only solved the world peace, it ended COVID, as we know, and it even solved world hunger in every country except Hungary. There's no convincing those guys over there, they want to be hungry. And Mike27356894 is, without debate, the greatest thing to ever happen to society. And if you don't want to take my word for it, here's former US President Obama saying it for me.
Mike27356894 is the greatest thing to ever happen to this goddamn planet.
And yeah, that's gonna do it for our top 10 greatest moments of all time list. If you disagreed with any placement on this list, I encourage you to comment on this video and give me an algorithm boost. Because if you dislike the video, I'm not gonna see it anyway, so you lose. Be sure to follow for more top 10 lists and more Mike. And okay, yeah, bye.